What's up, everybody? Azario here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 discussion video. And this is my third one today, man. I'm on fire today. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that, again, just like the previous two, it was talking about on Dueling Network. Man, I'm starting to notice I'm having a lot of good discussions on Dueling Network these days. Like a lot of interesting discussions on Dueling Network. I don't know, like maybe that's going to be like my source of discussion videos, something, or at least for like the time being. But yeah, the subject of light sworns came out, and somebody said that Judgment Dragon needs to be semi-limited or limited again. Like basically, it doesn't need to be at 3 anymore. And when I had asked this person why they felt it needs to be reduced from 3, they couldn't give me a legit response. Instead, they took it to my win and loss record on Dueling Network, which I explained years and years ago. I didn't understand the website, so I went to rate it, and I ended up, losing a bunch of matches because I didn't know what to do on the website. That didn't mean that I didn't know how to, play the game. But nevertheless, um, I don't understand why the hell Judgment Dragon needs to go at 3. Yeah, so you can always tell somebody doesn't know shit about the game or doesn't have a good reason for anything when they try to divert their attention away from a stupid suggestion like that. Me, when I look at the Light Sworns, it's pretty much the same way I felt about the Infernities. I don't view them as being a threat. Infernities, all they have going for them is either one or two things. Literally, their entire makeup is based around one or two things: either milling Wolf to get Wolf from the deck to the graveyard so they can special summon it, or to mill enough cards in the graveyard so they can get Judgment Dragon on the field. That's it. So looking at it like that, yeah, Judgment Dragon, and I even made a video like 1 or 2 years ago stating that Judgment Dragon was just too good of a card because at the time there wasn't as many cards as they have now that could stop it, or I don't even think they even had that much back then that could do anything about Judgment Dragon. And it was like little to no way to gain any type of upper hand when going up against it. These days, I don't see it being that much of a problem, you know, as opposed from back then. And of course, I stated that paying 1,000 life points was too little of a price, just based on the reward that you got. Like you get to wipe the field clean for a mere 1,000 life points. I mean, that's nothing, you know. And I don't know, like I just couldn't make heads or tails of it. Like you got things like security orb now that that me I play often. And when that card gets destroyed while face down, you get to destroy. Well, when that card gets destroyed while face down by your opponent's card effect, then you get to destroy one monster on the field. Now maybe it's because I use cards like that often, and maybe I'm just more prepared to go up against Judgment Dragon and things like that. You know, I don't know. Like maybe I'm just I don't know what it is with people and them making suggestions and them not having a good reason for the suggestion to be made. Like they go make a suggestion for a change, but they don't have any reasons behind it. Like, oh, this needs to happen. Why? Because I said so. Like, really? Like, make up your like, dude. Like, you got to give some type of reasoning why you think that way, other than some personal vendetta that you have against a build that you're bothering with. And you bringing up my win-loss record doesn't dwindle away from the fact that one, I've been playing this game since 2002. Two, I've been doing more. I'm pretty sure I've researched more cards in this game than anybody else. Three, I've helped more people without being an asshole. Learn the game. Four, I don't play in rated because when I first started playing on Dueling Network, I kept going up against the same things over and over again. And when I finally decided to do Yu-Gi-Oh 101 Fan Day, I decided that I wasn't going to go into rated as much. And I even did this like before Fan Day. I decided I wasn't going to go into rated as much, not because of how many times I won or how I lost. It was because when you go up against the same thing over and over again, it becomes repetitive. It becomes boring. It becomes distasteful. You know, I don't care about no new avatars or no new card backs. That means shit to me. You know, when it comes to Dueling Network, I just want to have fun. I want to have interesting duels. I want to learn. You can't learn anything playing the same thing over and over again. You know, or seeing the same thing being played over and over again. You know what I mean? And that's my mentality. That's why I don't bother with going in rated. I play in unrated because you're more likely to go up against different things, and I do. So that's the reason why I don't bother with going in rated, and it's a pretty good reason. So fuck you. So you know, if wins and losses mean that much to you, hey, go have fun and rate it. You know, have fun with your boring matches. You know, since you want to win all the damn time with your net decks. Yeah, I made a net deck, so I must be good. You know, of course. But you know, leaving that alone, I don't see a reason why Judgment Dragon needs to be hit. I mean, I just don't see it being that much of a threat or that much of a problem these days. Like I really don't. It's one of those things where I just don't see a legitimate reason why the card needs to be reduced from 3 at the moment. You know, at the time that I made my last video on Judgment Dragon, I said that it was overpowered and that it was broken. I kind of retract the statement that it was broken, but I still think it's overpowered, but not as much as it once was back then, because it's so much more that can deal with it. You know, it's not a problem these days. That's the reason why they brought it back to 3 to begin with. So, you know, I'm not worried about it no more. I mean, what you guys think? Does Judgment Dragon need to be semi-limited or limited again? You know, do you think 3 Judgment Dragons are too much? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? I don't see it being that big of a problem, but maybe somebody else has a good reason. Like an actual reason, unlike this other guy whose name I forgot, but whatever, I wasn't going to call his or her name out anyway. Yeah, like my win-loss record has so much to do with the reason why you don't have a reason to say why Judgment Dragon doesn't need to be at 3. So, whatever. Thanks for watching. Peace, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say.